Caitanya Prabhu Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, and today we are going to start with chapter 21. We heard about the rainy season and the autumn season in the previous chapter, chapter 20. So this chapter 21 entitled The Gopis Glorify the Song of Krishna's Flute. This chapter describes how Lord Sri Krishna entered the enchanting forest of Vrindavan upon the arrival of autumn, and the praises the young cowherd girls sang when they heard the vibration of his flute. As Lord Krishna, Lord Balaram, and their cowherd friends entered the forest to graze the cows, Krishna began playing his flute. Gopis heard the enchanting flute song and understood that Krishna was entering the forest. Then they narrated to each other the Lord's various activities. The Gopis declared, to see Lord Krishna playing his flute while taking the cows to pasture is the highest perfection for the eyes. What pious activities has this flute performed that enable him to freely drink the nectar of Sri Krishna's lips, a blessing we cowherd girls find difficult to achieve? Hearing the song of Krishna's flute, the peacock stands, and all other creatures become stunned when they see them. Demigoddesses traveling through the sky in their airplanes are vexed by Cupid, and their garments become loose. The ears of the cows stand on end as they drink the nectar of his flute song, and their calves simply stand stunned, the milk they have been drinking from their mothers' udders still in their mouths. The birds take shelter of the branches of the trees and close their eyes, listening to the song of Krishna's flute with rapt attention. The flowing rivers become perturbed by conjugal attraction for Krishna and, stopping their flow, embrace Krishna's lotus feet with the arms of their waves, while the clouds serve as parasols to shade Krishna's head from the hot sun. The aborigine women of the Shabara race, seeing the grass stained by the red kumkum adorning the Lord's lotus feet, smear this vermilion powder upon their breasts and faces to alleviate the distress created by Cupid. Govardhan Hill offers grass and various kinds of fruits and bulbous roots in worship of Lord Sri Krishna. All the non-moving living beings take on the characteristics of moving creatures, and the moving living beings become stationary. These things are all very wonderful. So this was a short summary of what we are going to read in this chapter. Next one, Shri Shuka Vacha.
Hare Krishna, Bhakta Priya or Vaishali, would you all like to read this? No.
Shri Sukha Uvacha.
Itham Sharat Swacha Jalam.
Itam Sharat Sarvacha Jalam.
Padma Akara Sugandhina.
Pramakala Sukam Natihana.
Nyavishad Vayuna Vatam.
Vasha Vayona Vatam.
Sago Gopalakochutaha.
Sago Gopalakochadutaha.
Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Sukadev Goswami said, thus the Vrindavan forest was filled with transparent autumnal waters and cooled by breezes perfumed with the fragrance of lotus flowers. growing in the clear lakes. The infallible Lord, accompanied by his cows and cowherd boyfriends, entered that Vrindavan forest. So Sukadev Goswami was describing how the before it was summer, very hot, and then the rains came, cooled down the atmosphere. The rivers became full, and then now it's autumn, so it's so beautiful. The flowers everywhere, the fragrance of the flowers, the wind is carrying this fragrance. Then the lotuses are there also. Mm. In the waters of the lakes, which is clear now because all the mud is settled. And Krishna and Balaram, along with their friends, they enter the Vrindavan forest. Kusumitavanaраji Shushmi. I will.
Kushumita
Yeah, yeah.
Ku- Kushumita Varaja Susrame Prakam Prakam Prakam
Ringa.
Ringa
Dvijukula Kushta Sharasarin Mahidram.
Duvja Kula Goshta Sarha Sare Mahidam
Madhupatir Avagaya Charayanka.
Madhupate Avagarya Charatyam Gaha
Saha Pashupal Balas Chuku Javenum.
Suham Pashu Para Balas
Shilpaji,
Kuja
Mm.
Vanaha.
can I just tell you the meter for this? This is very beautiful,
Tell me.
actually.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me. You read.
कुसुमित वनराज सुष्मि भृंगा द्विज कुल घोष्ट सरह सरित महीध्रम मधुपति अवगाह चारयण गा सह पशुपाल बलम कूज वेणुम. This is
Very
the
nice.
meter for this one, yeah.
Thank
Actually,
you.
I
So
learned
maybe
it
this
from,
song you can
yeah,
you
this is
learn
like a
from
song
who?
learned from Amrendra Prabhu. He did the whole
Then
series on this, yeah.
then you can sing this one.
Oh,
So even the
only
next
this one.
verses.
I think next are
Only
all
this one.
simple. Yeah, only this one. The meter
Okay.
for this is this one, yeah. Hare Krishna.
So it's like Kusumitavanaraji Sushmi Bringa
Yes, yes, yes.
Vichakula Goshta Sarasarin Mahindram Madhupatir Avagaya Charayanga Saha Pashupala Balas Chuku Javenum.
And
Nice, thank you.
I don't know why it was so important. He made us memorize this one. And he took a whole, he did it for about 2 or 3 classes. He was just stuck on this. So I don't know. The purport looks very small, but I don't know. Maybe there might be something. So, yeah.
Does anyone else wants to say? Sneha, you want to try?
Okay, can try. Kusumitavanaраಜಿ Shushmi Bringa Dvija Kula Goshta Sarasarin Mahidram Madhupatir Avagaya Charayanga Saha Pashupala Balash Chukucha Venum.
Anyone else? Ratna? Ratna's busy. Anyone else? Vaishali, Auntie Rashmi? Okay, so we can proceed. Translation. The lakes, rivers, and hills of Vrindavan resounded with the sounds of maddened bees and flocks of birds moving about the flowering trees. In the company of the cowherd boys and Balaram, Madhupati, Sri Krishna, entered that forest, and while herding the cows, he began to vibrate his flute. As suggested by the words Chukuja Venu, Lord Krishna skillfully blended the sound of his flute with the lovely sounds of Vrindavan's multicolored birds. Thus, an irresistible heavenly vibration was created. So, Krishna is entering the Vrindavan forest, and Vrindavan forest is full of birds, the bees, the sounds of the birds and the bees. And the trees are in full bloom, there are flowers on the trees. So, and Krishna is entering this Vrindavan forest along with Balaram and the cowherd boys, and he's playing his flute. And he is playing his flute, which is, here in the purport is saying, that it is blended with the chirping, with the sounds of Vrindavan's birds. He's playing in such a way that, it's like a music orchestra going on. Irresistible heavenly vibration was created. Irresistible. That everyone was getting so attracted to the way Krishna is playing the flute. Tad vrajastriya ashrutya
Tavacha Shutya Arpatya
venum gitam samo smarodayam
Vino Gitam Smano Dayam
kaschit paroksham krishnasya
Kasha Paro Krasham Krishnayam
swasakhibhyo mavarnayan.
Svasa Kripyayo Navavarnayam.
When the young ladies in the cowherd village of Braj heard the song of Krishna's flute, which arouses the influence of Cupid, some of them privately began describing Krishna's qualities to their intimate friends. So Krishna was playing so beautifully, and the Brajvasis could hear his flute. Then some of the Gopīs, they're talking among each other. Tad varnayitum arabdha.
Tavarayatam Aropatam
Smarantya Krishna chestitam.
Svaranatyam Krishna Chachitam
Na ashakan smara vegena.
Nashwatam Savara Vakanyana
Vikshipta manaso nripa.
Rishtre Tata Manaso Nipra.
The cowherd girls began to speak about Krishna. But when they remembered his activities, O king, the power of Cupid disturbed their minds, and thus they could not speak. So they wanted to speak something. They're hearing Krishna's flute and they want to glorify, but they're so, the ecstasy of love. In this ecstasy of love, now they're not able to speak. Okay, Neha, do you know the meter of this?
Yeah, this is also the one of the important ones. Barha pidam natvar vapuhu karnayo karnikaram vipradhavasa kanik kapisham vejayantim chamalam रन्ध्रार्वेणोरधरसुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दयैर् वृन्दारण्यं स्वपाद वृन्दारमणं sorry वृन्दारण्यं स्वपादरमणं प्रावशीत गीतकीर्तिः. Yeah, so this is a simple but a little longer. Like this is a different song. You got it, right?
Yeah.
And this is also very
Let's
beautiful.
try.
He took another 10 days for this. 10 days. Describing the beauty of Krishna.
Wow. Okay. So, somebody wants to repeat this? Can say the full verse?
Shilpa ji, you can break it in 2-2. Like, Barha Peedam Natvar Vapuhu. So, Karnayo Karnikaram. So, this is the way. This is to break in 2-2. Okay?
You mean like that? Bahar
Yeah.
Apidam Natavaravapu.
Yeah. Karnayo Karnikaram.
Karnayo Karnikaram.
Yeah. So, break it. Vibhradavasah Kanikakapisham Vajayantim Chamalam. Yeah. Sorry.
Vibhradvasa Kanakakapisham Vajayantim Chamalam Randranvenor Adarasudhaya Apurayan Gopavrinde Vrindarayan Nam Swapadaramanam Pravishad Gita Kirtihi.
I'll try. Barhapitam natha varavapu karnayo karnikaram virpradvasa kanaka kapisham vajayantim chamalam randran venur adara sutaya suta apurayan gopavrinde vrindaranyam swapadaramanam Pravishat Gita Kirtihi.
Anyone else? Bhakta Priya? You want to try?
Sorry.
Okay, it's all right. Okay. Wearing a peacock feather, ornament upon his head, blue karnikara flowers on his ears, a yellow garment as brilliant as gold, and the Vaijayanti garland. Lord Krishna exhibited his transcendental form as the greatest of dancers as he entered the forest of Vrindavan, beautifying it with the marks of his footprints. He filled the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, and the cowherd boys sang his glories. The Gopis remembered all the transcendental qualities of Krishna mentioned in this verse. Krishna's artful way of dressing and the beautiful blue flowers placed over his ears excited the Gopis' romantic desires. And as he poured the nectar of his lips into his flute, they simply lost themselves in ecstatic love for him. Okay, so what are the Gopis saying? How are they describing Krishna? Let's see. What are the qualities here they are saying?
Is it the peacock feather? He's wearing a peacock feather.
Peacock feather. Yeah, he has peacock feather on his head. What else?
Blue Karnikara flowers on his ears.
Yeah, his ears. He's wearing blue Karnikara flowers. Peacock feather, like, everyone knows, okay, peacock feather on the head, that's Krishna. Now they're getting more into, okay, yes, blue flowers on his ears. And these flowers were the Karnikar flowers, all right? And what else?
Yellow garment is
Yellow
brilliant.
garment. Yellow garment. What else?
Vajayanti Mala.
Vajayanti Mala. Yeah. always wears this Vajayanti garland.
You know, Shilpa-ji,
Hmm.
he described that how many flowers are there in the Vajanti Mala. That's why this took 10 days from different acharyas, how they have described, like how many flowers are there in the Vajanti Mala, then what is the Karnikar flower and how it was there, then how about the peacocks, that how they left their flower, how they left their feathers so that Krishna could wear it. So that's why this took so long, because he described the different acharyas. I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm saying this, but this just
No, it's
came to
good.
me
Tell us.
suddenly.
Yeah,
That class
tell
just
us, in
came to
fact.
me what he had
Oh.
said, like how the Krishna's lotus feet, and like how he is a dancer, like what kind of roles he's playing, how he entered. So like this is like like how even the, like how the previous one we read, that they were in that, how they were thinking, the gopis, how they were lost. So he had described the acharya's explanation on that how they were lost. So
So
like
nice.
I don't know, it's something happening to me, maybe, I'm sorry. So this
No,
Oh,
was
in
but
fact,
something
share.
so
In fact,
nice.
share
Yeah.
us. Yeah, share more, in fact, about this, what you remember.
maybe if I could find the class, no, I'm going to share that only. Let me
Yeah.
look, because it
That would
was
be
very
interesting.
back, it was during COVID.
Oh, it was during
Okay.
COVID then.
Yeah, the Venu Geet, he did the Venu in Kartik month. He always does one class, like morning and evening, both time. He reads the same. So this was one of the COVID times. So if I can look up, I will share it so that
Oh.
you all can relish it. It
Like
was,
how the other one also, na? Adaram Maduram.
yeah,
Like, that was all description, na?
yeah,
Krishna.
yeah,
This is same.
yeah, yeah.
Vajayanti garland, how many flowers? He said 5,
I
right?
think he
I
said
think.
7 or 5. I'm not sure, 5 or 7.
That's what even I can't. I'm not very sure.
I'm
That's why I
not
didn't
I'm
want
I'm not
to.
exactly sure, but they were different, and he described those all different flowers with the name, and how the acharyas have beautifully mentioned the how Krishna was looking in that moment. Like I'm having my goosebumps. I don't know. I'm feeling so much joy. So like he described it so beautifully, and he made us remember these two verses. This two, and maybe others also, because I'm reading so I can remember that how he mentioned this is so important.
So
Even
good.
Oh,
Yes.
but you still remember, like, the meter of this verse and all that.
because every time he made us sing this, I'm like not in the live class, I'm just a listener after. So he made everybody recite these ones again and again and again and again. And because he will describe, like he'll say barha pidam. So now a whole class will be only on barha pidam natavar vapuhu. So then you remember, no matter what, you will have to remember, because he's again and again and again and again describing this. Just 1/4 of this, like the whole line, just half of this. Barha pidam natavar vapuhu. So then he breaks it in Sandhi Vishedh. He explains every meaning of every word and how it is related. So that's how he make his audience remember, like his devotees, his followers remember it. Krishna's devotees remember about Krishna. I'm going to share it. I will find it today. So
Is
just give
this
me some time.
it's a Zoom class, is it?
Sorry?
Was it a Zoom class?
It was a Zoom class, yes.
Oh.
But I heard it on a repeat telecast,
Because,
because sometimes I wasn't able to do the live class. So I heard
right.
it on a repeat. So I'm going to find it. So just give me some time. I will look up to it, because there are so many of his playlists that it's sometimes difficult to find the particular one. But I'm going to try and find this one. It's very, very special. So you're going to love it so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Thank you. No, it's good.
So
Shall we? Huh?
can you
Yes.
share the English? Because I want you say this verse have some point. Can you, because now I saw your can you show the verse?
The verse.
Yes.
Yeah, this one.
No, down. Okay.
Down.
Yeah,
Translation?
little. Okay. Yeah,
Little down?
Also his fruit, which the nectar of his lips. And this part is for me is very important because we always imagine about the Krishna, but more important, he have too many knowledge, which he the nature, which he deep. So the gopi here, he the knowledge, not like just for the because for we are human being, we are always romantic to thinking, but for the Canto 10, more important, he use here the fruit. He the lip have too many beautiful knowledge for the gopi. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you.
I
Yes, of
also
course.
teacher, you see my picture. My
Yeah,
home
we are
also.
seeing a picture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the birds also the Krishna this the form. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. That's right.
Yellow garment. Yeah. And then the Vajanti Mala. Peacock.
Yeah. Vajanti Mala is wearing the peacock feather,
And flowers. Flowers.
Karnika flower.
Yes. Yeah. Ears.
And I remember Chaitanya Caritamita had one verse. It says you don't see Krishna this form. If you always attach the material everything, don't see this the form because you will attach and you will forget all the material and everything.
Yeah, that's right. Right? Rupa Goswami says, don't go by the Jamuna if you don't want your heart to be stolen by Krishna, if you still want to be attached to the material world. Yeah. hmm So,
Maybe you can read the purport.
yeah, that's why let's read the purport.
Yeah.
The Gopis remembered all the transcendental qualities of Krishna mentioned in this verse. Krishna's artful way of dressing and the beautiful blue flowers placed over his ears excited the Gopis' romantic desires. And as he poured the nectar of his lips into his flute, they simply lost themselves in ecstatic love for him. So they're remembering Krishna, how he's dressing, how he's dancing, what he's wearing, and his flowers. And this is how the love for him is pouring out, pouring out. And as he's pouring out
Yeah.
his nectar into the flute,
So
then
they
they are
haven't
going
seen him
so
yet,
much in ecstasy.
right? They
Hmm?
haven't seen him yet, but this is all their thing, right? They're imagining Krishna.
They're remembering. They're
Right?
remembering.
Imagination.
Yeah, they're remembering. They're hearing his flute and they're remembering him.
They're remembering, yeah.
Yeah, that this is how he does. This is how he's um, how he's dressed himself, what he's wearing, what he wears, how he dances. So they're remembering him by hearing his flute. So anyway, thank you, Neha, and yeah, we'll wait for the class. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for listening and joining.